A prophet once said, prepare to meet with God. Now, we've always interpreted that to mean, look, you're going to die. So make sure you ask for forgiveness and you get ready to go to God's heaven. Well, there's another side to that statement that I want to bring to your attention, and that is preparing to meet with God can also be applied to say, if you're going to have quality time with God, organize your life to give God priority and quality attention, understanding that you're dealing with the God of heaven. And so I want to show you several ways to maximize the International Prayer Summit. Now, if you are already registered, this is for you. And if you are thinking about it, this series of ideas that I'm about to share with you are going to help you to put things together so you can get the best out of the International Prayer Summit. Now remember, we're going to get in here on the Friday night of January 16th. We're going to go all night Friday night, all day Saturday, all night Saturday night, all day Sunday. So how do I get the best out of this event? Number one, make a quality decision to attend. Make a quality decision to attend. That means come sun or rain, you're going to be there. And that when life happens, that you are not going to be easily detoured or deluded. You must have a righteous resolve to be at the International Prayer Summit. That means you're going to ensure that you're properly registered. And if you're not, you want to go to www.internationalprayersummit.com and get yourself registered and your loved ones or whoever else you're going to bring with you. But you must have a quality decision that you will be there and that you're not going to be elsewhere. Secondly, you want to make a decision to be in as many of the sessions as possible, most if not all. Now, we run this conference with about between 8 and 11 sessions of 4 hours. And in there is the ministry of the word, prophetic ministry, laying on of hands, and quality, deep, high voltage prayer. You don't just want to come on Friday night and disappear after that. Now, if that's all you can do, fine. But you want to be in as many sessions of prayer as possible. There are times we're going to be spread eagled out on the ground. There are times we're going to be kneeling before God. There are times we're going to distribute all of the prayer requests that will go around the building, and various ones will pray over your need. Attend as many sessions as you can. Number three, you want to prepare your top 7 needs. Now, this is at the very heart of the conference. When we launched this conference, God spoke to my heart, and He told me, do not engage with prayer over macro concerns, but deal with the needs of the everyday person. And so this conference is designed to tackle the things that bother you, the things that hurt you, your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations. So write the top things you want God to do, the top 7, put them on a list, like they say at Christmas, check it twice. Make sure you consult with your mate for the things that together you want done in your family, and write them on a list, put them in an envelope, and bring them to the conference. We will take it from you and put it on the altar. And throughout the conference, prayer would be made over your 7 needs. Now, we've had some of the most remarkable testimonies. One girl told me, she said, I'd never believed it, but I just did. She said, I came and I heard everybody was making a list. She said, by half of the year, everything she believed God for came to pass in her life. And that's been the testimony of many, many people. All right, so number 4, get adequate rest before the event. Now, if we're going to start on the Friday, slow down your life that week and try to sleep a lot. In fact, if you have difficulty sleeping, there's an organic tablet called melatonin. It's actually an antioxidant, and it's that particular compound that is responsible for your sleep. It's also organic. You get that and you can rest for a couple long hour sessions so that at the summit you are free you are awake, you are alive, you are engaged, you are present. But get as much rest as you can prior to the event. Don't come in tired. No, I've made that mistake in the past. And so I was falling asleep on every preacher. You want to make sure that you are fully equipped to maximize the event by being alert and awake. Number 5, organize your life for uninterrupted 48 hours, right? You want an uninterrupted 48 hours with God. That means you may need to inform your boss, take whatever time off you need. You want to make sure that you do your laundry, you do your shopping, you cook the meals you need to cook for your mate if they're not coming to the summit. You want to make sure that you're doing everything so you have special time with God. Remember, the prophet said, prepare to meet with God. Organize your life to give to the Lord quality attention and focus. Now, there are lots of people who tell us, look, 48 hours, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in the house of God. Let me tell you something, right? If you got sick and you went to the hospital and they see something in your body, that's all they need to say. We see something, we are keeping you. Sometimes they don't even ask your permission. You got to make sure now that you organize your life to spend the time in the hospital. But organize your life so that you can spend that time with God. Okay? Now, number 6 is that you prepare a first fruit offering. Now, first fruit is what it says first. And every offering in the Bible has an assignment, like the tithe. He said, bring the tithe into the storehouse that there may be meat in my house. The tithe is to sustain a high quality of work in the house of God, to finance the kingdom of God. As a result, there are 7 distinct blessings that comes to the tither. Okay? But now, when you talk about the first fruit is what we give to God first in a particular cycle of financial activity. Okay? At the beginning of our year, we worship God with a first fruit offering. Some people will give God the first month offering. So they plan for it, meaning you tidy up your life. Some bills you may need to organize to pay systematically over the next couple of months, but you organize your finances to give God a first fruit offering. Okay? Now, what we've found out here is that first fruit triggers firstness. It brings about the power of entrepreneurship. It brings about this thing of creativity, like you're the first to write that song, the first to write that play. You get ahead in life. You come first in the order of priority, in the way things are done and treated in the world around you. Okay? And it brings about massive increase in the life of the believer. So in the book of Proverbs, the book of wisdom, it says, honor the Lord with the first fruit of your increase. This is the order of God. Now, some people don't think it's a New Testament issue. It's not even an Old Testament issue, right? These things are timeless. They are principles and strategies that the wealthy have used to provoke wealth in their life. Prepare your first fruit offering. John D. Rockefeller, who became, I believe at one time, he was the richest man in the United States of America with an estate that was running over $300 billion. And he said, the money I got it from God. But his mother taught him how to give a first fruit offering to the Lord. And that triggered the power of God's favor in his life. And finally, assist somebody to get at the International Prayer Summit. If you take your time to tell somebody about the summit and then get them registered as well, remember, it is free. You do not have to pay with us to come and pray. We want you to be at the International Prayer Summit, and bring your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, bring in-laws and bring outlaws. And look, we're going to have a glorious time in the presence of God. But you get the best out of it. Your results are higher. God gives a sense of value because you took him seriously to meet with him at the beginning of the year. I'm looking forward for you being there. Okay? You want to get there early? right? That is Friday evening, get in there early, and then glory be to God, the fire falls. And the whole weekend is going to be an incredible time in the presence of God. Begin your year in God's presence and see his power work on your behalf.